Welcome to the Yuba OneState Army. Today we're going to be talking about every individual who wishes to become a general in the Yuba OneState Army. To become a general is not an easy task. It requires being a leader. And some leaders are born, other leaders are made through blood, sweat, tears, hard work, and dedication. This next short video will introduce you to how to become a good leader. This is a game. This is definitely not boot camp, but basic leadership principles still apply. When somebody thinks about a leader, make your name the shelter that others can stand under. You want to have the 14 leadership traits in your repertoire. The 14 traits we'll go over throughout this video. I'm going to explain each one, and I'm going to explain how they affect you in the game. Make sure that these actions are repeatable. Make sure these actions can help you in your everyday tasks as a general. You want to have standards. You want to be predictable, and you want to be flexible in your methods. Never be hard-headed. Never not listen to your subordinates. Take into their advice and make your judgment accordingly. These standards that you're going to hold yourself to are the steel. Character is the edge, and you will become the sword. To get started in these leadership traits, I mentioned there were 14 of them. The first of the 14 we're going to talk a little bit about will be justice. Justice is the ability to dish out fair rewards and fair discipline with no favoritism. You want to be transparent in your promotions, transparent in your reward system, and transparent in your discipline system. You want to have transparency in your roles and responsibilities. The next is judgment. You have to make good calls even with imperfect information, because many times you're going to be presented with information from one side, and you have to look at this information, review this information, and make the best decision you can. Never assume. Always pay attention to detail. The little things can make or break a case. Next, we'll speak about dependability. Dependability is huge. As a leader, you want people to depend upon you. Do what you say you're going to do. Don't say things and then don't follow through. You want to be consistent. You want to have schedules. Keep to those schedules. You want to have good communication skills and good follow through. Don't just do something and leave it. Make sure you follow up with it. Another huge one is initiative. You need to act as a leader. And when that comes to play, you need to act without being told to act. The initiative to do things will help out everybody. It will help out your leaders, it will help out your subordinates, and it will definitely help out you. You want to pre-brief plans. You want to pre-brief the contingency roles. If a plan falls through, here's what you do for backup. You want the quick fixes ready in your mind. You want to be able to take care of the initiative mid-operation. Don't just wait, don't hesitate. And that leads us directly into the next thing. Decisiveness. Decide fast enough for it to matter. Make sure that your decisions are based on the best experiences you have so that they are the best decisions you can make. They don't always have to be right, but they should always be good. Whenever you're making decisions in a stressful situation, be confident in those decisions. During raid, if you feel the need to shift defenses from mid to AP or back, then you make that call and you stand by that call. Don't hesitate. Hesitation could lose packs, could lose lives. Another thing that you need to remember as a leader is tact. Tact is telling the truth without humiliating people. You're going to be honest, you're going to be truthful, but you don't need to humiliate those people. When you need to deal with people and be honest with them and tell them things that they're flawed in or tell them how to improve, you can take them to the side. You can speak to them one-on-one. This way, you could be tactful in your corrections. You have to critique privately, but praise publicly. When someone does something good, you want them to know it. You want everybody to know it. You want to show that you're rewarding people for proper behavior. Praise publicly, critique privately, and anytime you have to deal with higher ups, you always critique them privately as well. Next, we're going to deal with integrity. Integrity means same rules for you as for them. You're not going to have a different set of rules for officers or your friends. Everybody is held to the same set of rules, the same ranks. With that in mind, you want to have integrity to do the right thing even when no one's watching. And then we're going to lead into enthusiasm. Energy is contagious. When you're happy and you sound happy, everybody knows it. When you're motivated and you sound motivated, everybody knows it. You set that tone in your voice chat. When you're giving briefs, when you're giving debriefs, when you're talking about how good somebody did, make sure it sounds that way in your voice. Make sure it's not monotone. Make sure you're not sad. And if you are sad, maybe wait to give that promotion. Make sure that your enthusiasm spreads like wildfire. And then bearing. Bearing is keeping calm under pressure. Disciplined presence. When people are yelling and screaming and shots are fired and people are dying all around you, you keep a level head and you maintain that calm under pressure. When you die and the game members talk trash, you maintain that calm presence. You don't melt down, you simply reset and you move forward. Next, we have unselfishness. You put the team first. We're all individuals, but the team comes first. The mission must succeed. And sometimes that means giving up your time, giving up some of your efforts so that you can help others. Being unselfish means a lot when you're in a role as a leader. You must also have courage. That is our next trait. Courage to do the right thing. Courage to do the hard thing. Confront toxic behavior. Remove problems. Don't be afraid to tell somebody what you think. Don't be afraid to issue an order. You're looking to become a general. You need to be able to issue those orders and carry them out. And don't let people pressure you into things that aren't correct. Have the courage to know better and have the courage to stand up for what's right. That leads us directly into the next trait, knowledge. I spoke about having the courage to know better. You need to have the knowledge to know better as well. Learn the game, learn the people, learn the rules, know the mechanics, know people's strengths and limits. With that knowledge, you'll be able to make better decisions. You'll be able to assign people better tasks and better roles. And you'll be able to be knowledgeable for when people ask you questions. Have loyalty. Loyalty up and down the ranks, not just to your friends. Defend people fairly of all ranks. Don't trash leaders when speaking to the team. Make sure that you talk about leaders directly to them if you have an issue with them. Be loyal to the Army, and that means your higher ranks and your lower ranks. The next trait is endurance. Stay effective over time. Sometimes that means rotating duties to prevent burnouts, sustainable operation tempos. If you see that someone is having a lot of stress in game, as a leader, perhaps you should assign them a different task. As an individual, you should ask for a different task. Never burn yourself out. This is a game. This is meant to be fun. And as a leader in that game, you want to always have as much fun as possible. If the stress level gets too high and your endurance lacks, take a break, reset, refresh, come back strong. These traits that I've gone over, all 14 of them, they are essential to making a good leader. You should have your standards laid out for when you're leading people. Have everything attainable. Have good communication. Have the respect going up and down. Your performance would reflect all the leadership that you wish to present. Don't fall into the drama traps. Avoid them at all costs. Whenever you're assigning tasks, make sure you're explicit in explaining what's supposed to happen. Explain your intent behind the task, what actually happened, why there might have been a gap in information, and what you can change next time. Whenever you're talking about things to your troops, make sure you let them know, here's what you saw, here's why it matters, here's the standard, and here's the next step we're going to take. Explain things. Don't just always tell people to do them and expect them to follow orders blindly. When you explain a task or explain an order and give them the meaning behind it, most times people will understand and they will be able to follow those orders much better. So remember, favoritism kills justice. Passive leadership kills decisiveness. Public shaming kills tact and loyalty of your troops. And overscheduling people kills endurance. Use these 14 leadership traits, build yourself strong, and you will become a great general in the Yuba Army. Hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you can take some of these ideas into your real life, and hopefully you will become a good leader in the future. Thank you for watching, and Army on top.